we're all pretty close, right? How y'all feel about if I puke and cry real quick? Would that be okay? Can I do that? Would that be weird? Ending stream. Stream's over. Immediate ban. Please don't highlight the message. Get it on the billboards. Tell her not to end the stream. Tell her not to puke and cry. God, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Because of course something broke right before I went live, but I fixed it. It's fine now, I think. But I know. I'm coming. Wow. So as you can see, I moved stuff around in the mausoleum. I moved the desk out of the way. I pushed it off to the side. It's out of the way now. Because I wanted you guys to have room to see. Big thank you to Ferris and Tyler, by the way. They helped me with the stinger so much last night. It was giving me so many issues. Because it just would not, like, it wouldn't green screen. So big thank you to those two for helping me out with that. But I have so much like pent up energy where I'm like, I've been like holding on to this for like a month at this point, and I'm like, oh, I want to use it now. And then like 2 hours before I go live, I'm like, what if I look up nice bridges to jump off of instead? No, but we're here. Yeah, do you like the new chat widget? The new chat widget with the new font? That font was a bitch to get into that chat widget, because that widget didn't have a edit font option, so I had to like grab the font and force it in there, like circle and square hole. But I think it looks really good. I'm really happy with it. But you guys are here for a model. So, oh, you can see. My feet. So we're gonna do this in the typical VTuber fashion. You can see my feet popping out. Okay. You can see some heels. You see my laces. For the first time, I'm gonna go over here actually. Feet. Don't say feet. Don't say feet with the. What is that? I don't like that emote. With the Kappa Pride emote. Sniff. Stop sniffing. But for the first time, we have biblically accurate shoes with my mismatched laces. Take your shoes off. Who said that? Who in the crowd said that? If I take the shoe off, it's going directly at your head. Can you take your shoes off? We need to chill. Yeah, I've wanted to have like the mismatched laces for so long. I love these. Look how detailed they are with like the shine on them, like the ribbon. They bounce. Grape and lemon laces, yeah. I love them. So we're gonna go down a little bit further. See my knees. Like glow in the dark laces? Yeah. Hi, Sven. My knees. Going down a bit further. I love the way that they painted on the stockings. I think that they look so nice. I think they look so pretty. Yeah, they're so high detail. I love all the highlights and shines on the shiny material for the boots. Okay, go down further. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit so that like Twitch doesn't thwack me. There's my skirt. I love the way it twirls. Yeah, my hands. You see a little bit of my hair too. Okay, zoom out a little bit more. See the buttons? I actually want to zoom in on the buttons here because again, like everything is so high detail. I really, really like it. You can see all like the way that the fabric puckers on the buttons a little bit. It's so cool. Yeah, my thigh highs. And my garters. You can see like the little flips in my hair too, right there. And zoom in a bit more so you can actually see like the Like, you can see, like, specks and, like... I guess, like, speckles is the only way to describe it. Of, like, the highlight. It's on the fabric. On the shiny fabric. I am so in love with the way they did the scars, actually. Because I think I'm so happy with the way they did the scars, because I think they look real enough without looking super gross, I think. I'm very, very happy. You can see the second little bit of flips. How messy, like how bedheady they did my hair. I love it. Don't do that! Chill out. And the choker. Hi. You can see my mouth. Hi. Okay, you guys ready? I'm gonna do the face reveal in one go. 1, 2. Ah! Wah! My face! I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you. It's so cute. I'm so cute. They made me so cute. I'm so happy. Look how bouncy. Look how bouncy my hair is. I have been sitting in VTube Studio for the past month, like every night, just looking at it, just being like, how just pleased with it. Like, eee. I'm so cute. Oh, head pat. I do have one of those now. I can do this now. Check this out. Check this shit out. I know. I love the eyes so much. I love how bouncy they are. I love how sparkly they are. I'm so happy. And I have expressions. I do have some expressions. I have expressions. Blink a lot, like... Is that doing it? Is that good? Yeah! The peepers. But I have some expressions here. So I have an angry expression where I can go, and I can be sad. No. Why'd you do that? Why would you say that to me? I'm just little. I'm a little guy. You wouldn't hit a guy with glasses. And then I can... Ooh, I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. I can do... Scary eyes. Last thing you see before you die. And then I had this on pretty much all of my PNGs whenever I was in my PNG days. And I missed having this expression a lot because I used it a lot. The shadow. I missed having this a lot. I'm so happy I have this again. I love this. I love this type of expression so much. And it overlays with this one really well. This one is like maximum surprise, I think. And it can overlay with the angry. And then I made myself a couple assets. One of them was I made myself a blanket. I made myself a blanket so I can be all cozy. I can be all cozy. Cozy with my little blanket. And I can have a dead bug. I can cuddle with you. It looks so cute. Thank you. I feel cute. It's so cute. I look so cute. I can cuddle with you guys, or I can have a Dr. Pepper. I have a Dr. 7. And then I have a little sticker. I set that up on a hotkey because I feel like I'll use that a lot. And this has a little purple sticker, but purple. Pass one over, I'm thirsty. Here, just like open your hands. Like open your hands. It's gonna hit you if you don't. And I'm just gonna throw it and you'll catch it, right? You'll catch it, right? Okay. You just like moments before disaster. Yeah, just toss it. I paused my wedding to be here. What? Just like at the fucking stand, just be one finger up, like, hold on. Just nose in your phone, waiting. So, 1 sec. Oh, thank you for the hydrate and stretch. She did. Real confirmation. Water. I have like 2 bottles of water. Yeah, that's the motto. I'm so excited. I have been sitting on this for so long. It has been driving me crazy. I've been running around the walls of the mausoleum, scratching up the floor and the carpet, being like, I want to use it now. I've been so insane. Mm-hmm. yeah, I do whatever. Shut up a second. Mm-hmm. But that is not the only thing that I have prepared. I did prepare some debut slides. Because I've never done, like, proper debut slides. I've done slides before whenever I've, like, showcased a new thing. Like, I did it with my 3D model and with my, my 2.0 PNG. But I didn't ever actually do, like, the, like, my name is, and these are my favorite things. Like, I never did that. So I thought that would be kind of fun. So I'm gonna head over to a BRB screen to get that set up, and I'll be right back so we can start with the slides. Okay? What? Ledman! Thank you for the 20 gifted! You're insane! Thank you! Thank you so much! If you got something from Ledman, say thank you. Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, I'll give you guys a chance to say thank you while I'm at my BRB, okay? So, 1 second. Holy shit. Good. Okay, here we go. So here is my slides. Here are my slides. So my name is Zombie. I am also known as Zombie, Zombini, Jane Doe, or Freak, depending on your flavor. I am an undead creature. My death day was November 19th, sometime in the 80s. Zombini, me. My age is, okay, so I don't really remember. It's sometime, I'm somewhere in my 60s, if I was like 20 something when I died. And what a lame age. Like, like, when you're like a supernatural creature, what a lame age to be like 60, right? Because it's always like, oh, I'm 1,000, I'm a millennia, I've seen like the stars and the moon. Like, fuck it, I go get my senior citizen discount. That's what I do. Whatever. I am 5'5", approximately, without shoes. I'm taller with my shoes. And the Oshi marks I use are the purple heart and the headstone. Mm-hmm. Old woman's dream, I know. But that's me. I'm gonna start off with my credits first. My model was made by Jin. Jin was super sweet during the entire process. They were really easy to work with. They sent me like different versions too. They were like, hey, I know this is what's on your reference, but would this look cool? And I was like, oh yeah, I like that. That's why the they suggested like the flip over with my bangs on top of my headband. I thought that looked really good. And then my rigging was done by Atakinik. They were also very nice, very sweet. Put a little star. Heart. They were like, I always get really nervous whenever I ask like artists to make changes to stuff, and I was like especially nervous to ask about anything with rigging because I don't know anything about rigging, so I was like, is it supposed to do it? And they were like, and they would either be like, yeah, it won't be that dramatic like later, or they would be like, oh yeah, that like just sometimes the opacity I guess changes between the PSD whenever you put it into Live2D Studio, and so they were like, oh yeah, thank you for pointing that out. They were just very, very, very nice. My new emotes were made by Vikush, Drichu, and Mika. Hype chest. Thank you for the hype. Thank you. Golf. I have my new yap emote. I have the head pat emote. It also came with just a normal one that's going to be the blush. And I'm covering up a little bit, but I have a little angry flushed face. And I have the scary face and the crying one. I think the crying one is really, really cute. I didn't have like any cry before. I think it's really cute. And then my other new assets. My stinger was made by Momo on Skeb. And my new chat widget was made by Flare Gizmos. They're on Etsy. And then the font was made by Petro Baldwin on Twitter. Petro actually, like, they upload free fonts every day. They're really, really cool. I love the stinger so much. The stinger, I was super, super excited about the stinger. Okay, now we're gonna move into my likes and my dislikes. My likes are horror movies, obviously. I really like eating desserts. I especially like desserts that are like lemon or blackberry flavored. Blackberry desserts are my favorite. I love blackberry desserts. I love the Muppets. My favorite Muppets are Fraggle Rock Muppets. I love Fraggle Rock. Moki is my wife. I love Moki so much. I love film theory, obviously. I like insects. I had a really big, I feel like when you're a kid, you go through, like, there's, like, a set list of phases that you can go through when you're pretty young, and, like, bugs is one of them. I was a bug kid. I loved my bugs. Who up Fraggle and They Rock right now? Be honest. Yeah, there's only 7. Don't worry about it. I'm a big cat person. I love cats. For the first time in a few years, actually, I finally have a cat in the house again, which I'm super, super, super happy about. His name is Bateman. I named him after Patrick Bateman. He is a stupid asshole, but I love him to death. He's a stupid asshole in, like, the fact that he likes to attack you, but he never uses claw, so it gives you all the anxiety of a cat swiping at you, but, like, none of the repercussions. So it's like, yeah, I'm really glad that you don't use claw, but, like, stop trying to square up with me at 3 a.m. whenever I'm trying to go to the kitchen. He's a stupid asshole, and I love him to death. Yeah. I love tabletop RPGs. Anyway, my dislikes. I really, 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 really hate isekai anime. I think it's the dumbest genre on the planet. There are only like 1 or 2 isekai anime that I like. I will die on this hill. I think isekai anime is fucking stupid. I can't stand an anime where it's just some generic dude getting bitches for just being around. I can't stand that. I don't like isekai anime. It's stupid. I don't like vacuum cleaners. They're loud. They're loud. They freak me out. It's like, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like sour candy. If I want to have candy, I want it to be sweet. I want it to be sweet. I don't want it to be sour. I don't want to be in pain for fun. I'm absolutely gonna throw hands with a Hoover. Fuck them bitches. I don't like math. Math also stinks. There is an exception to math, though. I like organizational math, where it's just like this many things needs to be here, this many... Like, I love organizing. I love to organize. Organizational math? Fantastic. I don't like fucking algebra. I don't like fucking long division. I don't like geometry. Get out of my face. Fuck you. The sun. I sunburn really easy. I sunburn extremely easily. Because... I'm thinking back on it. I don't think that there is a single time I've ever been to the beach and not gotten sun poisoning. I think I've gotten sun poisoning almost every single time I've gone to the beach. It sucks. And it doesn't matter if I wear sunscreen. It doesn't matter, because it will happen. I will go, I'll put sunscreen on, I'll stay in the shade, and then I get home and I'm like, oh, I feel like shit. Why? And then I look at myself and I'm like, oh, I'm a lobster. Sucks. Crowded spaces. I shouldn't have to touch you. If I don't know you and we're in public, I shouldn't have to touch you. I don't like it. Why are you that close to me? Why do you have to be that close to me? What is so pressing that in the area that we are in as two strangers that we need to be like cheek to cheek, dude? We don't need to be this close to each other. Ground dwelling goblin core. No, you have to listen. I don't want to touch strangers. They're bad. They're smelly. I don't know. And then navigating new spaces. So it's not that I don't like going out. It's just I get lost easy. I get lost super easy. It happens in games all the time where I will like make the same loop-de-loop 3 times and be like, have I been here before? I can't do it. A map. I love a map. A bitch loves a map. A map will help. But I don't like it. I don't like being somewhere I've never been before. Lost easy and bad at math. Yes, especially when everything looks the same. Like, if I'm not with somebody who knows the area, I don't want to fucking go. Because what do you mean we're both lost? Because that puts all the responsibility on you. Because I'm not going to know what to do. Me? Her? No idea. When I was new to Minecraft, my biggest fear was getting lost. Like, that's the thing. Everything in Minecraft looks the fucking same. Unless you go to like a biome where you have a structure. But I don't know. Bro's not going to survive the winter. Mm-mm. Like, it all looks the same unless you enter a different biome. So how the fuck am I supposed to know where I am? Do you know? I bet you don't. I bet you're lying. What do you mean you don't recognize Dirt Block 3? Like, what do you mean you don't recognize the landmark, which is 2 blocks shaped like this by a river? Like, fuck you. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Moving on, though, from my hate fest. Hobbies and skills. I like art and drawing. I do that on stream quite a bit. I like my film theory and my film study. I do that on stream as well. I love to DM. I've been a dungeon master for about 5 years-ish, give or take. I love playing and DMing, but I really like DMing. Writing goes along with D&D. Cooking and baking. I don't talk about this much, just because it doesn't usually come up on stream. But I love to cook and I love to bake. I like baking more than I like cooking, because it makes more sense to me. Like, I feel like too much can go wrong when you're cooking as opposed to like when you're following a baking recipe. Because with baking, you kind of have to be exact. Like, things have to be right. Please mail us some cookies. I would love to. I would love to do a baking stream in the future. That'll actually come up later. Doll collecting. That's another one that doesn't... I've talked about it a few times. It doesn't come up a whole lot, though. But I collect Monster High dolls. That's one of the dolls I collect. I also have a collection of porcelain dolls. I don't have any... I should have taken pictures of them, but I have, like... I had to, like, shrink my collection semi-recently because I moved. But I have this, like, just big collection of just antique porcelain dolls that are all in boxes right now because I need a place to display them. One of my favorite dolls in that collection is... She's a little cowgirl, and she has, like, a white dress on, like, gold accents. And she's a music box, so when you wind her up, she plays a... I don't know what song it is, but she plays some country song. And then roller skating. I actually really love roller skating. I haven't gotten to go in a while. It's been a long time since I've gotten to go. But roller skating is probably, like, the one form of exercise I don't hate. I actually really love to roller skate. I also like boxing games, so stuff like Wii Sports boxing or like the Miku boxing game. Like, I like boxing too as a form of exercise, but like roller skating is more accessible to me. I love to roller skate. Does not translate to ice skating, weirdly enough. I tried ice skating a few years back and just ate shit every time. Borderline 80s trap. Moving on. So this one is big. This is a big one. I just kind of like shoved all of my favorite stuff onto one slide here. But my, yeah, I know. We'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. Dungeon Meshi, Dungeon Meshi. That's a lot of words. Don't worry. We're gonna break them down. My favorite games. We're gonna start with games. Crow Country. Crow Country is probably my favorite, like my favorite game that came out last year. I had so much fun with Crow Country. I love Crow Country to pieces. It is like easily one of my favorite games of all times. I don't hate ice skating. I just wasn't good at it. And plus, I don't get the chance to ice skate very often. I feel like it's one of those things where, like, roller skating took me a long time to pick up. It's just one of those, like, I don't have the balance down yet. Crow Country, Crow Country, Crow Country. Yeah, I hesitated. That's hard. Repo. Yeah, I love Repo. I only ice skated and then woke up on the floor. That sucks. I'm sorry. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for telling us about your ice skating trauma and then following. Big breach. We don't need to talk about this. Pathologic. Pathologic is like one of those games where I like it in theory. It feels like shit to play though. I've played Pathologic. It feels like garbage, dude. It feels awful. Speaking of games that also feel awful, Crash Bandicoot. I love Crash Bandicoot. I have a lot of nostalgia, and that is why I like Crash Bandicoot. Oh, thank you for the hydrates. Stretch. We'll get to that. Doesn't get to that. We don't need to. Like, what do you want me to say about... What do you really want me to say about Danganronpa? It's bad. It's one of my favorite games, but it's bad. Thank you for the head pat. Like, I love all of the characters in Danganronpa. I love most of the characters in Danganronpa. I like the story, but it's goofy as shit. It's goofy as hell. But I don't know. It has a special place in my heart, but I can recognize that it's kind of bad. Which one likes fingers up his butt? That's Nagito. But Mouthwashing was also a really, really fun game that came out last year. Mouthwashing sent me into a spiral. I like wrote an essay about that game. Like, it made me feel very intense emotions. Rayman was a game I had when I was younger. I had it on a PS1. I haven't played Rayman in a long time, but I remember really enjoying it. It has a lot of, like, positive memories attached to it. The Resident Evil series is also very fun. Lollipop Chainsaw, I kind of like more for the aesthetic than the actual game itself. Like, the game itself is fine. I don't think it's remarkable, though. But I love the aesthetic of Lollipop Chainsaw. Project Diva. So I can't necessarily play rhythm games on stream just because they're usually they get copyright a lot. But wait, Rayman got a new game? What? Rayman got a new game? I haven't heard about this. They've had him in the vault for years. What happened? I'll have to talk about that later. Like, I'm looking with big eyes. They freed him? I Have No Mouth in My... I played that on stream, dude. I streamed I Have No Mouth in My Scream. That game was intense. Harlan Ellison is a motherfucker. He's a grumpy ass motherfucker, but I love his work. When did I do that? That was a while ago. It wasn't PNG days. I don't know. Sometime early last year, I think. I think that's right. Can you do it again? I wasn't looking. I mean, shit. I mean, you'll find out later whenever I talk about it that I'm not above restreaming games if I really like them. It was like 5 months ago, really? Lebman has the answers, dude. Oh, long live the queen. I feel kind of self-conscious to stream these types of games because I feel like they aren't like goofy, silly, ha ha ha, which neither is this, but long live the queen and like any type of like management sim game, like where you have to take care of another person and just make sure like they don't die. And it's like mostly like all of like those big menus. I really like those. I think those are really fun. That's why I had a really good time with Needy Streamer. Because those games are kind of similar. What genre of games are my favorite? So I really like horror games. Survival horror is really fun. I am really bad at platformers, but I think like survival horror and platformers are probably two of my favorite games. I like how angry I can get at platformers, because this is a thing with me, right? I like games that make me angry because that is such a like no consequence way to be angry. Finally, I can manage someone else's anxiety. me playing Long Live the Queen. But like video games are such like a no consequence way to get angry because who fucking cares at the end of the day? Like you can get as mad as you want in a video game and nothing changes. Like it doesn't matter. I did not put many anime. Here's the thing. I'm kind of okay, so like I'm a fake VTuber because I don't watch much anime. I used to watch anime a lot, but I was looking back with like 2 anime I have watched in the past with like my adult brain being like, do I like that enough to put it on my favorite anime list now? And I'm like, no, I don't. So like I've seen a lot of anime, it's just I don't like many of them anymore. Love Bullet is a really cute manga. So it's about, how do I describe Love Bullet? It's Cupid girls with guns is what it is. It's Cupid girls with guns. Dungeon Meshi I think is 100% responsible for me getting back into anime now. Like I had not watched an anime in years before I watched Dungeon Meshi when it was coming out, and it like reignited my interest in anime. Discord. Sorry, that was a call and response ass thing I did there. I just saw Discord. Dude, Dungeon Meshi is so good. I love Dungeon Meshi. I love Laios so much. Laios is my favorite character. Fruits Basket. Fruits Basket was like one of the only anime I looked back on and was like, do I still like this? And I did. Do you have any good BL Rex? All I can think of was what I'm reading now, which is Vassalord, and I haven't finished it yet. And that's Vampire BL. Vassalord's really pretty. Vassalord's super pretty. Oh, thank you for the follow lagging. Miki's favorite BL. Awesome. I'll have to talk to him about Vassalord BL and ask him about it. So Hellgirl, I don't remember much about Hellgirl. I was pretty young when I watched it, which, yikes. But Hellgirl, the thing about Hellgirl that really stuck with me was the visuals. I don't remember much about Hellgirl, but the visuals stick with me so heavily. And this craziness, like, there are so many scenes from Hellgirl that I remember with, like, explicit detail because of how, like, beautiful that anime was to me. I could feel totally differently about it now when I go back and watch it, but I would have felt weird not mentioning it considering how often I think about this anime. Mob Psycho 100. I didn't like how called out I felt by this anime. I related to Mob a lot, and that was an issue. That made me feel really seen in like a very naked way, and I didn't like it. It made me feel weird. Ooh, lagging, that's not good. Precure. I love magical girl anime. Magical girl anime is so cute. And I like magical girl. So weirdly enough, I'm a big horror fan, but I'm not a big like horror anime fan. And I just kind of, whenever I want to watch magical girl anime, I just kind of want to watch them have a good time and bake cakes and be alive. I've never watched Madoka. I've been told I would probably like it, which is probably true. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Soul Eater. Soul Eater I really, really enjoyed. Soul Eater, again, is one of those animes kind of like Hellgirl, where the... I completely lost my train of thought. Where the, like, the visuals of it really stuck with me for a long time. Krona was my baby in Soul Eater. I loved Krona so much. They were so cute. I related to them a lot. Ouran Host Club was one of my first anime. And then Psyche K. Psyche K is another one, kind of, again, like Mob, where I felt very called out by the main character. I was like, oh, this is me. I feel a lot of connection to this. You would like Madoka? I think that's what people keep saying. I bet I would too. I think I'm just like, I think only recently I have been, how do I say this in a nice way? I've only recently been recommended Madoka by people whose opinion I respect. Like years ago, it was people with like dog-ass takes who would keep recommending Madoka to me, and I'd be like, I'm not gonna watch that. And now, like, in recent years, like, I've had people who I respect recommend Madoka to me. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'll let them cook. Maybe they're spitting. Maybe they're right. We grew up. Mushishi. Crosses my fingers hoping I'm one of those people. Like, I'm also one of those people, like, I don't like it when people recommend something to me over and over and over and over and over again. That makes me really unlikely to engage with it. Because I'm like, what? I don't have to do. They're like, you have to watch. I'm like, I don't have to do shit. First of all, I don't gotta do a goddamn thing. So it just makes me, like, not want to watch it out of principle. Oh god, here we go. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on before I get in trouble. Music. Phantom Sita. Phantom Sita is they're like, so they are produced by Ado, and they're like a horror-themed idol group. I really like all of their music. All of their music has been bangers. Ice Nine Kills has The Silver Scream album, where every song is based on a different horror movie. I really like that album. Lulu Yam is an independent artist that I really like. Chappell Roan, obviously. Chase Petra is, I think they're still indie. I haven't kept up with Chase Petra as much as I would have liked to, but I believe that they're still like an indie band. Olivia Rodrigo, really like. Rob Zombie, really, I didn't mean to cross through you, so sorry, sir. Rob Zombie, really like. Carrie the Musical. If you haven't seen Carrie the Musical, it's really good, I promise. I know it sounds schlocky and I know it sounds dumb, but please, like, I'm holding you by your shoulders. Please listen to Carrie the Musical. That I did know. I did know that. Streamer loves to draw stars. I do. I get to draw and stuff. He should be dead, but he's still breathing. But Carrie the Musical. He's being mean to me. All of the music in Carrie the Musical is like very orchestral, for a lack of a better way to describe it. It's like, it's very grandiose. And it just, I think it fits the theme. Like, the theme a lot. But I don't know. I really like all the music in Carrie. Repo the Genetic Opera. Love me some Repo. Repo is... God, I wish that there was a way to see Repo live. That's how much I love the concept of this musical. Like, I know it would be a bitch, and I think they did do, like, stage play stuff, like, at one point. And I know the likelihood of that happening is really, really low, but I would love to be able to see Repo live. Epic. I really like Epic. Epic is really good for whenever I'm writing D&D stuff. And I can just space out and just write my D&D stories and listen to Epic and, like, imagine all my D&D OCs in my head. Epic is good! Epic is really good. I really like Epic. One of my favorite saga is probably the Underworld saga, to nobody's surprise. Baby Metal. Love Baby Metal. And love me some Kesha. What a shock. It's good! It has one of the best songs in the musical in it. My fat ass head is covering this up. So you're just gonna have to trust that what I say is there. Okay? So, I could move, but I don't want to touch anything because I'm afraid of breaking something. So, my favorite movies? These are all horror movies. I just put all horror movies on here. Texas Chainsaw Massacre is my favorite movie of all time. It is my favorite piece of cinema. I can watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre over and over and over and over again. I know so much about this film. I love it so much. Hell Knight's a recent addition. Hell Knight was really fun in a way I wasn't expecting. I actually really liked all the characters in Hell Knight. Halloween. Without saying. I don't know if there's much to say about Halloween that hasn't already been said. The Boy, okay, so, like, The Boy really surprised me because The Boy it's really good. If you haven't seen The Boy, I'm not gonna talk about it too much because, like, talking about it too much is a bit of a spoiler. Like, it just will spoil the movie. But if you haven't seen The Boy, it's really good. Final Exam is stupid. Final Exam was one of those made-for-TV slasher movies, and the only reason I like that dumbass movie is because there's a character in it named Wildman that just does crazy shit, like sprays deodorant into his mouth. Wildman. You put it on the list. No, it's dumb as hell. It's a fun movie to watch, though. It's super fun to watch, if only because of how bad it is. Because Final Exam has this thing where, like, it feels like a Disney original movie, and like the score and like how people act in it, like the acting style, but it's a slasher. It's so bizarre to watch. I feel like this deserves to get me in prison. But I put The Thing on here. These are not in any specific order, by the way. If these were in a specific order, it would be way higher. But I think The Thing, genuinely, is cinematic peak. I think The Thing is one of the best movies ever made. I think it's cinematic peak. I think it doesn't get much better than this. I think that if you haven't seen The Thing, you should watch it. Looking through your head right now to see them. I know, I'm scared to move. I don't want to break anything. I'm sorry. You just have to believe me. You just have to believe me that it's there. I guess I could try to move. If it breaks, it's your fault. If it breaks, it's your fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault. I'm covering you up. Okay, it didn't break. My concern was for nothing. But yeah. The Thing, cinematic peak. One of the best movies ever made. Holds up to this day. The special effects are fantastic. The special effects still look great. You should watch The Thing. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I like that movie for a very specific reason. Elvira is... So, it's semi-mushy. It's semi... The movie that's like Among Us? I think you have to die for saying that. I think you have to die for saying that. I think I have to kill you. I'm so sorry you just got here, but you're on thin ice. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. I like it for the obvious reasons. Also, there is like a little bit of like the mushiness of like Elvira being like one of the first like horror girlies to like kind of make it like big, like commercially. Like she's very like goofy, silly, like schlocky, and she doesn't have to take herself seriously, and that was like a really big deal to me, that she's like still so sexy and like so funny. I know that I like her big boobs. I do too. That's another reason I like her. But I know I for sure watched Elvira's Mistress of the Dark in the Discord before. Black Christmas. I have beef with, okay, so like I like this movie a lot. It's very good. It's very good. It's very good. I have beef with it though, because a lot of people credit Black Christmas as being like the movie that got slashers like into popularity, and I think that's shit. Like, I get up on my soapbox. I think that's bullshit. I think it's wrong, because Black Christmas and Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out in the same year, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out first. And then Slumber Party Massacre is good. I have so much beef with that movie. It's technically very, very, very good, but I don't. On my soapbox. So here are my goals. My goals going forward. One of my goals is I want to voice act in a horror project. I think that would be really fun, whether that be like, I don't know, like a visual novel, or like maybe like an audio series or something like that. I would just really like to voice act in something horror related. Will I be posting any updated references? Yes. So I kind of have already. I've kind of already made a reference with like my new setup, but I do want to post a showcase of my model. Will you have your shoes off? No. Next question. One of my other goals is I want to attend a horror convention. I think it would be really fun to panel at a convention, like do one of my presentations like I've done on stream at a convention. I think it would also be fun to table at one. No feet streamer. I'm not a feet streamer. So sorry. If that's what you wanted, you need to leave. Like, the view dropped like down to like 2 people. This one's embarrassing. I want to improve my singing and do more covers. I still owe you guys a cover that I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish soon. But this also involves doing stuff like karaoke and like that kind of stuff. And I'm like very nervous about it, but I want to do it and I want to get better at it because I do genuinely love singing a lot. I just get shy about it. And then, oh, we talked about this earlier. Cooking streams. I want to do cooking streams in the future. I need to get a setup into my kitchen to do it, but I think this would be super, super fun. I think it would be really fun to do like little, like, I don't know, like Halloween and spooky themed treats and like little meals and like maybe making bentos and stuff together. That'll be super fun. And then I want to release more digital merch. So I have a voice pack already. I want to do more stuff like that and do like wallpapers. And actually, speaking of that, I did do something special for the debut. I made a phone wallpaper. So it's on my Ko-fi. I will post a link in just a second, but I did make a phone wallpaper for today. There are 2 versions. Oh, ads incoming. I can snooze it. Snooze your ad. I'm doing my own ad. Get out of here. But I did like a pajama one, and then there's also a spicy version, but I'm not showing that on stream. So I'm gonna post the link for that after, or Ledman, actually. Ledman, could you post a link to my Ko-fi in the chat, please? I keep forgetting that I can ask you to do stuff. I get nervous about asking you stuff like that. No cock. No cock on stream. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint you. But with that, that is everything on my slides. That is everything. I can draw on this. So yeah, my official debut slides are complete.